trivia squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will go on the attack first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Going to sling it on second down. Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So North Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know,
Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now it's first and... for the offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
it's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Snap from the gun on third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And you'll see this with offenses sometimes, man. They make a big play, they're going to stay aggressive, but the defense did a great job. Gave up one big play. Don't give up another one. They were prepared for it. Nice job defending the pass.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Trying to do it on the ground. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got a little space.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback now breaking the field. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Using his legs to buy some time. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Tar Heels look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Moving out to the right. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. On to attempt the try.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll return it. Stopped at the... And he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Newton. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Demon Deacons are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Snagged out of the air.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Demon Deacons will punt it away on fourth down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. The Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Going right and going deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Bringing the heat. Got the first down. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Tar Heels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's high. They'll spot the ball up to 12 after that completion.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Touchdown, North Carolina! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job next.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Starts the drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Stokes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Newton. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Trying play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Under fire. He's going to take off. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Wake Forest 0.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Newton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Davis. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. To the air on first down. Here's the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. He's got an open man. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. The 20.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try
into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Wake Forest, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. On the ground, it's high. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turning it on! That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Quick toss. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gregory. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Newton. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Can't get it to the ground. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a gap. It's high. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Demon Deacons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And the comeback is on.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football.
Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They want that clock to run. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's high. At the 45 on his way. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming.
Let's go!
The run from the shotgun. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Gregory. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Gregory. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Just threw that one way too far.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Demon Deacs! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just over 20 seconds to play, and they must recover this onside kick to have a chance. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And the quarterback takes a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you certainly...